Hello, Buzz Lightyear. Welcome to my live stream. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to give the stream just a little bit longer for people to have a chance to sign in, and then we're going to get started. Is the light too harsh? Let's see. That's too dark. Is that a little bit better? Is that lighting a little bit better? Do I need to turn the other one back on? Let's see. Is the lighting okay? Hello, Vader. Hello. Is the lighting okay tonight? Is everyone, any feedback on the light? Is it okay? Hi, Ange. Hello, Carmen. Hello, Brittany. Thanks for the feedback on the lighting. Vader, you're saying it could be brighter now? I feel like it's washing me out. I'm good, Ange. How are you? Let's see if we have anyone else that's going to sign in, and then I am going to get started. If everyone would hit the thumbs up button for me, if you're hanging around to see what I'm going to chat about tonight, if you would just hit the thumbs up, just so that I know that the 14 people that are here are actually watching me. That would work for me. So if you have, hello, Nathan Leikstroms. I know it's a little bit later than I normally sign in, and it's a different night of the week, but I had some information that I learned after the live stream on Sunday when I was in Orlando, and I wanted to make sure that it was information that I shared with everyone in case there was something that you were looking for or hoping for. Hi, Jenny. And I thought that I know that there are a lot of people that are shopping the sales right now. We have a lot of people that are making their wish list for the upcoming tent sale. And I thought that this actually might help because it was information that was extremely helpful for me. So the first thing is that if you are interested in pebbled leather and Flynn, hi, Plenty Feisty. If you like pebbled leather and Flynn, and you've been hoping for a smaller size, then in November, there will be a small pebbled Flynn available at the outlets. So if that's something you've been looking for or hoping for, but you didn't want the big bag, hold on until November. It's going to be an outlet exclusive, and I'm looking at my notes here on my phone. They are going to bring a small pebble Flynn to the outlet store starting in November. They are also going to introduce a outlet exclusive called a Carter Satchel. And it's very similar to some of the other satchels that are out right now, except that it's a little bit longer. So if you, hi, just Cynthia 3, if you like the idea of the zip satchel as an example, but it's just not large enough for you, hi, DJ King, then the Carter Satchel may be a bag that you want to check out. All of these bags are going to be Canetti Farmer, hello. Brittany, hello. So all of these bags for going into the fall seem to be in a very limited color palette. And Leaf, from what I learned in spending time with the store manager and the sales associates while I was in Orlando, some of the colors that are available now seem to trend off either going into the fall, or they won't be the dominant colors. So if there's something that you have your eye on, just make sure that if you can get your hands on it, hi Sabrina, hi Ivana, that you go ahead and take advantage of that. The next is, you guys know that I have been on a Willis clutch bandwagon, and there are no signs that the Willis clutch is coming back. But if you liked the Willa, which was a handbag, it was one of the very early videos that I posted when I first started my channel. Willa is coming back in a two-toned zip satchel. So if you like the contrast that you've seen most recently, like on QVC with the two-tone bags, they're bringing Willa back in a zip satchel, and it's going to be two-tone. Hi, Pauline. The next thing is that if you like Beacon, it's going to be at the outlet next month. I know it just came out. I know it's on sale right now, 20% on Dooney.com for the Labor Day holiday. But if there's something in Beacon, there will be a few Beacon bags that will be released next month at the outlet. So if you have some flexibility on color, if you're not tied to a particular bag style, then you may want to wait and check with the outlets next month, because Beacon will be at the outlets next month. And you may, if you're interested about Beacon, after I'm done with kind of this rundown or run up of PSAs, hang out, because I ordered a Beacon and I thought I'd like to show it with everyone. I was curious about the leather. Some of you have posted comments and even sent emails asking about Beacon. And it's 20% off right now. So I figure some people may order it just because of the variety of colors that are available this weekend at the discount, because of course they won't have the full array of colors next month at the outlet. But Beacon, again, will be at the outlets next month. They will have plum wine. So plum wine is one of the colors that will be available in a variety of bags, including nylon, next month at the outlet. So the plum wine color that we've all been drooling over on the website, and especially on the QVC presentations. Hi, Teresa. That plum wine color will be available next month, which is only a couple of days away now. It will be available next month at the outlet. If you're looking for mustard, if you're looking for orange, if you're looking for pumpkin, none of those colors are slated to be at the outlet, but plum wine will be there in full effect. Caldwell. Now, I like Caldwell in the neutral colors and in the Carrington only right now. But Caldwell will be also at the outlet next month in a couple of bags, including what looks like a Claire version in Caldwell. So if you like the texture of the Caldwell as opposed to the texture of like the Croco, then hold out. Put a reminder on your calendar, check with the outlets next month. If you're calling to Orlando, which is where I got my information from, they usually get their trucks in on Monday and Tuesday, and they usually have their inventory out on the floor by Wednesday. So if you're looking, put a reminder on your calendar to start checking in on Mondays and Tuesdays at the Orlando store, and they should be able to let you know what inventory they have in. And then the absolute biggest news. I mean, in there, Harding is going to be there. The DB 1975 signature collection, that's coming back. Some of that is already available on Dooney.com. Some is already available on I Love Dooney, but it is coming back to the outlets over the next couple of months. So keep your eyes out there. Beacon, Harding, which we've already talked about. Suede is going to be in full effect. They actually already have some suede bags at the outlet store, and they're planning for more inventory. So that's coming. But the biggest outlet news, and I literally, you know how they have that little glass covering over the counter at the outlets? When the store manager told me, I literally slid across the counter, glass and all. I had to like shift everything and get it back in place. Let me just compose myself. Buckley is coming back. Yes, I said it. Buckley, Florentine Buckley is coming back this fall and will be at the outlets. Have mercy, sweet baby Jesus. Now, for me, I was a little disappointed in that red is not slated to return. But I have faith in Peter that because it's going to be available, and there's the possibility that the red will be available at retail, which means we'd be able to get it on Dooney.com, that a few of those are going to sneak their way into the outlet. And that just means that from now until the tent sale, I'm going to be stalking every outlet across the country looking for Buckley, specifically in red. Y'all, I about had a coronary. I could hardly get the text out to the tribe because I just lost it at that point. There are a few Dillard's exclusives that are coming. I don't frequent Dillard's or Dillards.com here in Georgia the way I did when I lived in Tennessee. They were all textured prints embossed. I'm pretty basic when it comes to prints, like the Caldwell, the Croc O print. I've just not had I've not been drawn to a lot of the textures that are Dillard's exclusives, but they do have some Dillard's exclusives coming. They do have a couple of outlet exclusives, and some of them are new bags, some of them are colors, some of them are same silhouettes, but now they're bringing them back in different colors or in different materials. But the ones that I thought would catch the tribe's attention are the ones that I really sent, the text messages about. Now, I'm going to check on the comments, and then we are going to see what this whole beacon is all about and to see if I've missed anything so far in the chat. Yes, the smaller Pebble Flynn Plenty Feisty, that is next month. And there's one of the colors is slate. I think she called it slate or slate blue. It's kind of a bluey gray steel color. It's perfect for the fall, but that's one of the colors that I specifically remember for the small pebbled leather Flynn. Let's see what else. Carter is a little more rounded at the top and a little bit longer than the zip. So it's going to be a little bit wider, a little more domed at the top, and a little bit longer is what I remember about the Carter bag, Vader. I may actually give Carter a try because the zip, even the large version, is too small for me. So this one is supposed to be a little bit larger version, at least that's what the store manager told me. So that could be something that I check out. Let's see. All right. So couple things about this whole Beacon collection, and I've not seen Kim sign in yet. Hi, Bag Hound. Hi, Carol. Hi, Emma. I think I've got, hi, Poke. I think I've gotten Elizabeth 8651. Trying to get everyone. I'm sure I've missed someone. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Currently there is a 20% off sale going on both I Love Dooney and on Dooney.com. If there's something you've got your heart set on, this would probably be the weekend to pick it up, especially if you have a particular color in mind, because I don't know that we will see another 20% off discount with Dooney or I Love Dooney before the holidays are upon us. So if there's something that you've been eyeing, if there's a color, if there's a size, if there's a style, then now would be the time. And believe it or not, and I know we've kind of had some conversations within the tribe, but some of the outlet prices are actually better in some cases than what you will find at the tent sale. So you've got to be really strategic about whether you purchase now or whether you wait and do it later, because not everything that you find on Dooney.com or I Love Dooney or that's been released this year, not everything is going to be available for purchase at the tent sale. The store manager did tell me that there is like a 90% chance that the regatta boat shoes will be available during the tent sale. She wasn't sure about the price. And she said that there's like a 99% chance that the slides, the summer slides that are available now, that those will be available during the tent sale, because it's going to be off season. No one's going to be thinking about Florentine slides in December at, that time of year. But again, the question is whether or not the pricing for them in December will be better or less, or cost more or less than if you purchase them now with the 20% off. So that's just a gamble. All right. Beacon, you've asked me if I would pick it up. You've asked me what I thought about the leathers. You've asked me what colors I'm interested in. I will be quite honest. At this point, I'm pissed. Kim and I had this conversation because I really, really wanted it in red. Of course, when they released it on QVC, they didn't have a red available. Then she sent me an alert that said that Macy's had it. The link didn't work. And then when the link did work, the dimensions on the bag were different from the large version that they had on QVC. And then I just got irritated altogether after I learned that it was going to be available. The Beacon collection was going to be available next month at the outlets. So to be completely transparent, I'm probably pulling a Mrs. Q here. I don't know if she's in the room tonight. Hi, the Closet Dive. But my plan is to show you this bag. Let's have some conversation about it. Let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. But I'm probably going to be sending her back because she's not in red, and that is really the color that I want. Although, after seeing the red for this fall in person at the outlets this past weekend, red is not as vibrant as it normally is. It's more of a muted cranberry color, which I'm fine with, but just call a spade, right? The other thing is the color paprika seems to be the red, true red, fire red, going into the fall of the year. So if you're looking at red or you're looking at paprika, if you want a true, what I would almost call blue-based red, then you want to go with paprika. If you're looking for something a little more muted, you want to go red, but you aren't looking for a bold pop of color, then red would be the way that you want to go. Thank you, 2448 Toy Man. I appreciate that. All right, so here's my box. I've already cut the top open just because I don't know. I didn't want to take the chance of trying to cut it in my lap. All right. So this is the Beacon large zip tote in the color Bordeaux. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if this is a bag or a collection that you've at least looked at, whether you've considered it or not. I will tell you, this color, it's not rich at all. Let me get her out of the plastic and see if that makes a difference. Oh, hell no. She looks really like maybe she's got some purple tones on camera. Do not be fooled. That is not the real color in person. If I were going to I need either a true red or like the mustard or orange. The color, the lighting, let me see if I can get you. It's still looking a lot. If it were the color that it's appearing right now on camera, I would have been in love. But it almost reads brown in person. So do I have a place or need for this color in my collection? That's the question. All right. I am not sold on this color because it is not true Dooney Bordeaux. Or maybe it is, but because this leather is so structured that it just didn't saturate it. And I hate that it's showing up like a really pretty Bordeaux color on camera because it is not that in person. It almost looks like a cross between Tomorrow Brown and chocolate. And y'all know I'm not a big fan of browns. I love, though, this stitch contrast on this leather. I love the feel of this leather, but I also feel that because it is vachetta, if you think about the corners of any bag that you have that have vachetta on the corners, I think this leather is going to scratch and dent very easily. And unlike Florentine, you are not going to be able to buff it out. I just don't see that. I love the fact that this bag has the pocket on the front and that it's a huge pocket. I love that. I love, of course, the gold being able to pull. So it adds just a little bit of glamour to the front of the bag. It does have 4 feet that are reinforced under the bottom. The back of the bag is just smooth. It's clean. It's classic. I love the lines of the bag. It really is a pretty bag, and the stitch work on here is absolutely stunning with the contrast. I don't think that it's comparable to Emerson. Emerson is to me a little softer already than Emerson, and Emerson to me was just a little bit more rigid in its texture. The other thing that I really like about this bag is the fact that this hardware is so minimal. The leather loops go through the slits in the front and the back of the bag, and then the hardware is done in a way that is really simplistic, but it keeps it from detracting from the details in the bag and the handles. Let me see if I can show you a side profile of the handle. So here's the handle with it being flat here on the stitch side, and it's slightly, ever so slightly rounded on the inner side. Now, I'm looking at these straps, and I think the description, I think, said that it has like 10 or 10.5-inch straps. I'm not buying that. That's, I don't know, maybe it is. They didn't look that long, but it seems to be okay. If you like Alto, but would never find yourself pulling out, your debit card or credit card or cash to spend the amount that Dooney charges for Alto leather, then Emerson would probably be a really inexpensive price point that would kind of give you that structured leather look without having to worry about all the dings and nicks and stuff like that. But this Beacon collection, I think, it would give Alto a run for its money. I just have concerns about whether or not. Okay, so scratches. I don't even know if it'll show up because there's like a little scratch here. Let's see if we can get it on. Do you see that little kind of like shiny spot right above my finger? Like right there. That's what the scratches are going to look like. And that doesn't buff out. It just, let me see if I can show it to you. It's right there. Can y'all see that? Can you see that? So if that kind of thing is going to bother you, this is not the leather for you. There's no buffing it out. It doesn't, because the color is saturated all the way through. It's not like if you get a scratch or anything on it that you're going to see a color change. That's not the case just because of the way that Dooney processes its leather. But it is going to be prone to scratches. So based on that, I would say that if you like this kind of bag, maybe you just wait and pick it up at the outlet so that you're not putting as much money into it for it to get scratched up. It would make a gorgeous everyday bag, but the way I toss my bags around, I think that the leather is durable because it's just vacata. but it's going to have scratches. Hi, Sonja. All right, let's talk about this new lining. So let me start off by saying, for me, Dooney can do no wrong with its lining, as long as it doesn't go black. I don't want dark bag linings. Black bag linings, dark blue, dark navy, those are the reasons that women's handbags have been called like pits and caves and bad, the whole of abyss and all of those other things. But as long as I can keep my red, I'm satisfied. And anytime we can get something a little bit brighter, I'm good with that too. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about the lining. I love the look of it. I love the stripes. I love that it's light and airy. But it's basically white or an ivory color with denim-looking stripes. And if anything gets loose in this bag, lipstick, lip gloss, if a pin cap comes off, baby, let me tell you, you're going to catch hell trying to keep the lining of this bag clean. I love the contrast, though, against the Bordeaux. I love that it's something different for this season. If you are using a bag organizer, if you are using catch-alls, if you don't ever have anything loose, random, rolling around in your bag, you'll be fine with this light lining. I just want to caution you that that's exactly what it is. I think Peter got the memo loud and clear that cell phones have gotten bigger. So the slip pocket is big. Let me see if I can find my phone here. Cell phone fits in that pocket with no problem. Can't even see it once it's in there. And then that's the back wall. And then on the front wall, there are two slip pockets. And I believe my phone in the case goes in either one of them with no problem. So this one is a little more snug, but this one has plenty of room. And I'm an Android user, and this is the Note 8. So no problems with that. It's not an OtterBox, but it's a pretty thick, I don't know. It's probably more of a slim case compared to an OtterBox, but I didn't have any problems with the pockets. I love the zipper top. The zipper top is collared and goes through the handle so that it will actually lay down flat if you wanted to use the bag more as a tote, or you can absolutely zip the top, and it has the extended zipper pull. Let me see if this zipper is going to cooperate. Yeah, I can't get her to zip. What in the world? All right, zipper, what's going on? I don't think I've ever had an issue with a Dooney zipper where it will not move. All right, that's a fail. The zipper, that's an absolute fail. I've had some that have been a little snug where I need to put a little bit of wax paper or something like that on there so that it gets on the track. And maybe that's the case with this one, but I mean, forward. All right, there it is. That's the look with the zipper. I love the collar so that, you know, it covers the entire mount, so you don't have to worry about if your bag takes that epic fall off of the front seat of the car that everything's going to fall out. Overall, I do like this bag. I do like it, but I'm not thrilled about the color saturation, or rather the lack of. Maybe a smaller not a smaller version, but maybe a crossbody. It may be easier to manage a crossbody and not get the scratches in it because it won't be tossed around. It would be, you know, on your body. You know what? Let me just kind of look really quick at the colors on I Love Dooney in the Beacon collection and see if there is a color on here that I think would be better. They really hurt my feelings when Macy's got the red before QVC got it. QVC should always bring red in because they always sell out of red. But let me just see if because there's supposed to be a ton of colors in this collection. And Bordeaux, let me just say, the Bordeaux it's a nice color. It's a very soft, very muted Bordeaux color. It has more of a brown undertone than it has red. Baghound, you're getting it tomorrow? Yeah, the color, Plenty Feisty, it's just not speaking to me. And again, maybe it's the leather, because usually when we're seeing this leather, it's in trim, right? It's the corner pieces, it's the strap, it's the handle, the tassels, maybe depending on the bag or the collection. I definitely don't want it in black. I could possibly be convinced to get it in light taupe just because it's going to be neutral. I don't know that it would have the same, I don't know that the scratches would show up on the light taupe the way that they do on the darker, richer colors. I've not reached a place in my handbag color journey that olive is attractive to me. So I won't be getting olive. The red is muted, so I probably wouldn't do that. I've got the Bordeaux here. French blue, I've got enough blue in my collection right now. Maybe the mustard. I could probably do the mustard. The bone, I think, would be pretty. I think that chestnut is not going to be, the chestnut is not going to be much different than this one. So chestnut is definitely going to be a no for me. The pumpkin, I think, would be pretty. The, what else do we have here? Orange. The pumpkin to me is more of a richer color than the orange. So I would go with pumpkin over orange just because I think that this leather may have a more difficult time taking color saturation. So to get it in pumpkin is probably going to look more orange, and orange is probably going to look more muted. Let's see, taupe, the color taupe I wouldn't get because it's gonna look more brown. If that's what you're looking for though, taupe would be the way to go. If you're looking for something maybe a little bit more classic in color. They don't have natural featured, but I would imagine that natural is probably going to look like The Mackenzie Hobo in natural. I would imagine that it's probably going to be about that same color concentration. Tomorrow Brown is probably going to be too dark. Paprika is probably going to be your true red. They don't have pictures of it available. And tan, I'm not sure what tan would look like in this particular leather. What I will tell you is that between red, mustard, pumpkin, and paprika, those would probably end up being my colors. They're not going to necessarily be the same colors that are going to be available at the outlet next month, but the Bordeaux is definitely being packed up and returned. She can't stay. She just can't stay. I don't think. I love like this detail on it, but I see there's like a little scratch right there. I think you can see that on camera. I don't want a bag that looks all beat up, structured and beat up because of the leather. I like this leather. It is a good alternative, I think, to Alto. And if Alto price point or the structure, or you want something that's more everyday, then Beacon is the way to go. I like the bag style. I love the bag size. I'm just not a fan of this color. And that was a UPS text alert telling me that I have a Dooney and Bourke package that has shipped. That means they must have picked it up. All right, let me take a quick look at the comments, and then I'm going to say good night on, as Kim calls it, on Friday Eve. I'm going to let you go. Have a good night, Plenty Feisty. Hello, I'm Purse Happy too. Teresa, no, the scratches are not rubbing out with my finger. They also don't rub out on Alto leather. So if that's something you were hoping for, neither of those collections is going to be right for you. Vader, you know, I think honestly, I think the color that you're seeing on the website that's not vibrant is truly what this color is. I was, just because I have crimson and Bordeaux already in my collection, I was expecting something a bit richer, and that's not what came out of the package tonight. Good night, DJ King. It like, if you want to use this for like your laptop bag, if you're carrying a small laptop, it'd be great for that. If you're a commuter and, you know, once you get to work or, you know, at the bus or train station, you at times maybe want to take off like your gloves and your scarf or your hat and stick it in your purse. This bag, I think, is plenty big for that. They do have a smaller version. I don't know how much smaller, because you guys know I'm a big bag girl, so the bigger the better, in essence. But man, there is just something about, maybe it really is the leather that I'm not feeling, because it's going to be temperamental. At least with my Florentine, I can buff out those scratches, but that's not, you know what? Let me, hold on. I tried it with my finger, but I've not tried it with the dust cloth. So let me find that scratch here on the front and see if that works. It is, You can definitely temper it so that it's not as prevalent, but because I know it was there, I can kind of still see where the leather has that indentation in it. The other thing that I'm noticing now that I'm moving this leather around a little bit more, I want you to, I'm going to get the camera closer, but I want you to just kind of look at this area when it comes to the leather. I'm hoping that it's going to show up on camera. It looks like this, and it doesn't look like it's showing up. Can you see? It looks like there's wrinkling or almost like a cracking of the leather around. I don't know if it's showing up. All of that to say, you asked for it. I've tried to accommodate you. I've shown you. You got my first thoughts on it. The bag style. If this bag comes in Florentine, especially in a red, I'm all over it. All over it. In a crossbody, I would go back and get this collection, a bag in this collection. And they actually have a crossbody that was featured on QVC. And I think it's also available. No, it was on Dooney.com. And I also, hold on, let me just see. So I can tell you exactly the one that has my eye. The Beacon domed crossbody, I like that one. But the one that really, really has my attention is actually the crossbody that they had on QVC. It's not even on Dooney.com in the Beacon collection. What I don't see me getting is the Beacon large drawstring or the small or the medium, because it looks like it looks like it's a leather boot that has a sock coming out of the top of it. Or Sonja, what did you call it? Sonja had me dying laughing. It's the one that looks like this. That drawstring. What did you say the top of it looked like? What was the you made a liquor reference. Why am I? Yes, a Crown Royal bag. So the top of this bag looks like a Crown Royal bag stuck in the top of your purse. That is not a cute look. That is just, hi NASA. It is just not a cute look. So I will be passing on the drawstring in any color in this collection. It is just too much contrast. It is too different for me. Yeah, Vader, I can imagine, because I am definitely not a fan of this. The details of the bag look really nice, but it's just something off about the top of this bag with that drawstring in the top. I'm just not a fan. Hey, Bag Hound, if people want to, I know this bag from Dooney is less expensive than what Burberry wants. And if people are willing to spend the money for that, then more power to them. It's not my style. And I will make sure that there is plenty of inventory left behind wherever I find this bag. For those of you that like it, you do not have to worry about me purchasing one, adding it to my collection. There will be plenty left for you. It is just not my style. Teresa, it's not just your dad. I'm sure I've called it royal crown. I probably said it the other night when we were all on the phone talking. So it's not just your dad. I'm sure I've done it as well. Yeah, to bag count $1,100. No, thank you. No, thank you at all. Nessa says that she'll take mine, and you are more than welcome to it, Nessa. For some reason, that suede on top of this leather. Oh my goodness. And now that suede to me is so temperamental when it comes just from a bag standpoint. So to have that with the opportunities, I'm going to go professional, business world professional, with the issues that I found with this, I'm not sure that those two together are just not going to be a fit for me. But I love the bag style. The color, though, is not what I would hope it to be. And I think the durability is there, but it's going to have those dings. And based on that, it's going to be a no for me. So, all right. I did not see. All right. For those of you that are still in the chat, if you are signed up for the tent sale, make sure that you go in and check your email. You probably need to check your spam or your junk mail at this point, because I sent out a pretty detailed email about the tent sale and preparing and confirming the dates for you and all of that jazz. Don't forget that there's a 20% off sale going on right now on I Love Dooney as well as Dooney.com. If you get the emails from Nordstrom Rack, they had a ton of Dooney on sale today, including some Alto bags. So make sure that if you are shopping and going to take advantage of the Nordstrom Rack sale this Labor Day weekend, make sure you go ahead and check it out, because stuff on NordstromRack.com sells out really, really fast. Really fast. Nessa, are you asking about the tent sale? There's a link on the announcement page. I think there may be 1 or 2 spots available. And if you don't find one, send me an email and let me know, because Alexis J, I think, had 3 spots reserved, and she confirmed with me last weekend that she only needs 2. So I need to go in and cancel one of those. So 1 spot will be opening up if all of the other spots are full. Yes, Teresa, there are new gym duffels. They're going to have the DB 1975 in a gym duffel that's going to be coming to the outlet as well. And I'm trying to think. They've got pebbled leather, and you've seen, of course, the Florentine in, you know, a lot of the travel pieces coming back. Yes, Nessa. Yes, it's in one of my YouTube videos. All right. We have been on for like 53 minutes, and I know that there are a lot of you that have not started your Labor Day holiday weekend. So some of you have to get up and head out in the morning, and I want to be respectful of that. For those of you that are going to enjoy an even long weekend by taking tomorrow off, know that we are in good company with each other, because I'm going to do the same thing as well. Actually thinking about heading down to the coast. I'm not sure. My nephew's birthday is tomorrow. He turns 15. So I may go to Tennessee and then head to the coast. Not sure yet. Gonna be flexible. That's it. Beacon and the PSAs over alerts for what is coming to the outlet stores. I've got 31 people in the room, only 23 likes on your way out. Please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. That's all I have for you. Until next time, I do hope that you're finding something that feeds your Dooney addiction. Take care.